Pretty girl. Hey guys, how are you doing? Today I'm here in the forest again and I'm going to visit my log cabin building site. And in the last days it actually has rained a lot, so everything is really wet. Yeah, and this is how I left the cabin last time. So I didn't get far, but maybe I can make more progress today. And this is how the fireplace is looking. So you can tell that there was a lot of rain. Okay my friends, so unfortunately I have one problem here at the log cabin. So actually I'm not allowed to build a log cabin in the forest because the Austrian law doesn't allow it. It's prohibited to build a cabin in the forest even if it's your own property, and this here is private property. So unfortunately I cannot build the log cabin that I always dreamed about. So what I have to do now is I have to leave open one side. I want to leave open the front side here, and I'm going to enclose the other 3 walls, and then I'm going to build a roof. So I hope you can understand guys, but unfortunately I cannot, alter the laws in Austria, and that's how it is, and that's what I have to abide to. Okay, so now I want to keep building the log cabin, but actually I think that this corner is too high, so maybe I want to take down the logs again, and I want to dig in the stone a little bit more into the soil so that the log cabin comes a little bit down at this corner here. Now unfortunately today I forgot my shovel, and that's why I just quickly made myself a digging stick. So I have cut off this branch here of a tree which has this nice V-shaped form, and I can use this for digging in the ground. Okay, last time I've cut the upper log here, and now I need some smaller logs for the corners. But before I do that, I first have to cut this notch deeper because it's not sitting on the other log correctly. Better. So at this log there are 2 branches that are sticking out, so I have to carve them away a little bit because otherwise this log doesn't fit. Better. It's not perfect, but much better than before. That's perfect. Perfetto. So, now this one. I think I have to carve more into the log here in the middle. for this corner. Okay guys, so now it's time to sharpen my knife. This is the APO-1 and it's my own design, my survival knife. And usually I take a sharpening stone like this one here. It's a ceramic stone, which is awesome for the convex sharpening technique. Looks like that. So usually I take that for sharpening, and while sharpening I'm altering the angle so that I get a convex edge. And I believe the convex edge is really the best edge that you can have for outdoor knives because it's the most stable one. Now for those who haven't sharpened a knife yet in their life, this technique is maybe a little bit too advanced because it's so difficult to learn. So it really needs practice, like learning how to ski or learning how to drive. And for those who are beginners, I have something else that I want to show you. I have this device here, which I got by the company, it's justsharp.com. And this is basically a sharpening device which is going to hold the angle for you. And if you are a beginner in sharpening, then this device is maybe the better choice, because here you can first learn how to hold an angle, which angle is the correct one, and how do you sharpen in general. And actually it's justsharp.com was so nice to sponsor this video. They also gave me this device for free, and I think it's awesome, not only for normal V-edge sharpening but also for the convex grind. So normally this device comes with flat sharpening stones, they have beginner stones, they have level up stones with a finer grit, and they also have a gold plated line which consists basically of diamonds, which enables faster sharpening. But for my sharpening technique, which is the convex edge, I've made myself this foam sharpening stone which you can press down like this. And with this foam sharpening stone, which has some sandpaper glued onto it, you can make a convex edge just like I do with the other sharpening stone here. And you can change the angle to your own liking. And next you just start to sharpen your knife, but make sure it's only in one direction, because otherwise you will cut into the sandpaper. And if you want to sharpen the other side of the knife, you just pull out the clamp and twist it like so, put it back in, and then continue sharpening. And if you look very closely, you should see that the foam forms around the edge, creating a convex edge. So as you can see, with this device pretty much everybody can sharpen knives. So this is really not difficult anymore, because the device is holding the angle for you. And if you always have the same angle and the right angle, then you're going to achieve a razor sharp edge. If you want to get this device for yourself or as a present for your friends, which is actually a pretty good Christmas present, I have to say, then make sure that you check out the link in the description below, because with my link you will get a 10% discount on this device here, which is pretty awesome. So as you can see, we have a convex edge. Pretty good for such a thick blade. Good girl. Okay, so now it's time to set up my tent, but today I don't want to sleep here because we had a lot of rain in the last days and weeks, and also we had some wind, and I've heard that some branches were falling down off the trees, and tonight it should be a little bit windy, so I rather not want to sleep underneath the trees here, and that's why I want to pitch up my tent over there where there's no tree here. Okay, I just found the perfect spot for camping tonight. It's not far away from the cabin, maybe 20 meters. So I want to camp here, and there's this one tree which has fallen over, but it doesn't bother me because I'm not lying underneath it. And also I don't have any trees above me, and all of these trees are hanging to the other side. Here, this is the front, there are no big trees as well. So I can safely sleep right here without having to fear that a branch falls on my head when I'm sleeping. Now I bought myself a new tent. Actually it's an old and used tent which I got from a soldier. And this here is only 1/2 of a tent. So usually 2 soldiers carry 2 halves of a tent and then you have 1 tent. But I only brought 1/2 today. So I'm going to have an open shelter. Okay, that's actually not too bad. I just throw my sleeping bag in here, my mattress, and then I'm set for the night. But now I gotta make a fire. This is some wax tinder that I've made myself. I don't. Tick, tick, tick. What? That's a tick here. Here's another one. Amy. How many ticks have you collected, huh? Like 50 or so? Huh? Yeah. Baby mouse. Oh, damn it. I have a thorn in my shoe. Okay, so today it's time for some chicken, and this is organic chicken, which costs 14.99 euros per kilogram. So it's pretty expensive, but that's how it should be with organic meat. Sit. Pfote. Pfote. Ja. Du, Vogel, du. Bon appetit. Thanks for this chicken. Guys, look at this chicken. It's very crispy and great. And it tastes really good, although I don't have any salt or pepper on it. Now, come here. Sit. Essen wir gemeinsam? I would love to give her the bones, but it's not good for her, because if she breaks them, they can splinter and then she can get a problem. So I never give chicken bones to my dog, but she's eating other bones. No. I didn't get much done today, so I thought that I could do more. I'm sorry. Yeah, it's really unbelievable how long you need for one notch, because it's precision work, and I really have underestimated how long it takes to make these kind of notches. I gotta say that the Dakota fire hole works really well, so the draft is huge and the fire is burning so well once it's burning. So when it's not fully burning, then there's a lot of smoke, but if it's burning, it burns like this, just like a hellhole. Time to make my bed now. Okay guys, so the fire has almost burned down completely, and now I want to extinguish the coals because I want to move over to the other camp. And actually today we have a supermoon event, but I cannot see the moon yet, so I think it will come up soon. Right now it's 10 o'clock in the evening, so I hope that I'm not oversleeping the moon. Okay, the fire's out. Now we can go to the other camp. Okay, look at what Amy's doing. Amy! Amy! Amy, you cannot sleep on the shelter. That's not your spot. Amy! Get off the shelter! Get off! Now I'm going to go into my small shelter, and Amy is sleeping right beside me in her bed, hopefully, and not on the tent. Betty, brav! Brav, Betty, Platz. Platz. Brave Moisi. Super. Finally in my shelter. It looks pretty cozy. A little bit narrow, but that's okay. And now I'm waiting for the stars to show up. Alter, is this a UFO? What is this? What the hell, Alter? Folks, I was just filming and photographing the sky, and I also saw some satellites going in this direction, but then suddenly a huge light came and I photographed it. It flew from west to east and I even filmed it, so I don't know what it was. It was completely silent. It didn't make a sound like an airplane would do. So really strange. Yeah. maybe it was a UFO. I don't know. It was really strange. This was so bright. This was certainly not a satellite. This was something else. It was not an airplane. I don't know. Didn't make any sound. So strange. But also it wasn't a meteor because it was really slow. But it was faster than an aircraft, so I don't know. Maybe it was a rocket from Elon Musk. Okay guys, so I'm pretty sure that it was a rocket by Elon Musk because they started a rocket like a couple of minutes ago. I think I maybe saw this rocket. So my sighting was at 23 and 10 minutes. Yeah, I definitely saw it. Look at that. It came around Europe. This is where I am. So funny. Oh my god, I can't believe it. I saw a rocket of Elon Musk. How awesome. It definitely fits the time. So apparently the rocket was going around the Earth 2 times already. So funny. So I'm really tired now and I think I'm going to go to bed and take a nap. I don't know where the moon is, but I heard that it should be really bright today. Good morning. 3 hours of sleep is not enough. Hello, Amy, how are you? A lot of condensation going on here. Hello. Hello. Amy always wakes me up at 5 o'clock in the morning. So there's no sleeping in. Gør du, kleine Muckenbot. Jo, bist du brav. Okay guys, so it's time to leave. It was a great overnighter. Can't believe that I saw a rocket of SpaceX. Really awesome. Amy, are you hungry? I have some treats for her that I want to give her before we go home, okay? This is how I'm leaving the cabin. And if you want to see future videos, make sure that you are subscribing to this channel. And always make sure that the fire is out when you're leaving. Stay tuned till next time. Bye.